Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan and here are the latest reports from the world of medicine.
Sexual intercourse unlikely cause of sudden cardiac arrest in young. Sudden cardiac death may occur in various circumstances, including physical exercise and even sexual intercourse. A forensic study found that 0.2% of natural deaths that underwent autopsy were associated with sexual activity and predominantly involved middle-aged men. Sexual intercourse is unlikely to cause sudden cardiac death in the young, according to a recent study published in the JAMA Cardiology. The researchers concluded that these findings provide some reassurance that engaging in sexual activity is relatively safe in patients with a cardiac conditions, especially in younger, aged less than 50 years of individuals. Severity of menopause symptoms can affect a woman's cognitive performance. Although menopause is a natural phenomenon, not all women across ethnic groups experience it the same way. The frequency and severity of symptoms can vary greatly between one woman and the next. Previous studies have evaluated the effect of these symptoms on a woman's physical and mental well-being. This new study, which is involving more than 400 women, evaluated the effect of the severity of menopause symptoms on overall cognitive performance. This study, that is published online in the Menopause Journal of the North American Menopause Society, suggested that the severity of some of those symptoms, especially confining to mental health, that is depression and even sexual dysfunction, were linked to a woman's cognitive performance. The study concluded that the cognitive performance of women is sensitive to the severity of certain menopause symptoms, especially depression and sexual dysfunction. How triclosan found in toothpaste is triggered to harm the gut. Triclosan is widely available in antibacterial soaps marketed to consumers. But in 2016, the FDA ordered it removed from hand washing products used in homes and hospital settings because of concerns it contributed to more resistant bacteria. But triclosan remains ubiquitous as an ingredient added to cosmetics, yoga mats, and even other athletic clothes and gear to reduce bacterial contamination. It also routinely used in many toothpastes with FDA approval since it has been found to prevent gingivitis. A new study published in the Nature Communications reported how triclosan, an antimicrobial found in the toothpaste, toys, and thousands of other products can trigger gut inflammation in mice. Moreover, studies in mice suggest that these bacterial enzymes can be blocked from driving intestinal damage. Triclosan appears to be readily absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract. Leading study authors write that the safety of triclosan and related compounds should be reconsidered given their potential for intestinal damage. Overweight children prone to developed heart complications. Studies of cardiovascular risks in youth are limited. But researchers believe the negative changes to the cardiovascular system that led to disease and heart attacks likely begin in childhood and even prolong to adolescence. The percentage of obese children and teens jumped from 19% pre-pandemic to 22% according to the study from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And the rate at which the body mass index increased doubled. The study, published in the Pediatric Obesity, measured abdominal visceral fat levels and arterial stiffness in more than 600 children, adolescents, and even young adults. The visceral fat is the fat which is found in the abdomen that infiltrates the vital organs, while arterial stiffness forces the cardiovascular system to work harder to pump blood throughout the body. The researchers found significantly higher levels of visceral fat and arterial stiffness in the overweight youth, suggesting that abdominal fat likely contributes to cardiovascular problems in kids. Chlorhexidine bathing effectively wards off opportunistic infections in ICU patients. In this era of antimicrobial resistance, patients in ICUs often acquire opportunistic infections or are colonized by vancomycin-resistant enterococci that limits the treatment options and leads to high fatality rates. However, the beneficial effects of universal chlorhexidine gluconate bathing on the control of vancomycin-resistant enterococci in clinical practice remains unclear. Studies showed that among patients in medical ICUs with a high vancomycin-resistant enterococci endemicity, daily bathing with chlorhexidine gluconate might be effective for reducing cross-transmission. The study appears in the journal Antimicrobial Resistance and Infection Control, and the results showed that daily bathing with 2% chlorhexidine gluconate at a compliance rate of 72.5% could be an effective adjunctive control measure for reducing the acquisition rate of infections in the ICUs where vancomycin-resistant enterococci is endemic.
That's all for today. Stay safe.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.